What it do, Eagles fans? Flying with my back. Quick little recap of the Packers game. Guys, black on black. It can go together. Black on black. Black helmets, black unis. Hey, Eagles came out with the dub. Guys, this is pretty much what I've been saying the whole time. I've been asking, where's the running game been? When are the Eagles gonna start running it? Are they scared to show everybody that they're a running team and have that exact same notion of last year? I don't think the Eagles can do last year was just run a football that came past. Jalen has grown. He can make plays. He can throw the football. We're a better team when we run the football. That's what we've been just avoiding the whole time this whole season, and that's why we started getting some closer games than it should be. Offense hasn't been able to have a rhythm, and what the Eagles do, they come out and pop with about 300 and about 63 rushing yards somewhere in that time in that little range right there. Jalen Hurts 17 totes 157, Sanders 21 totes 143, Gainwell 8 totes 39. Boston Scott, 3 totes, 24. Guys, that should be our offense. It shouldn't be the number one thing, but we definitely should be implementing the running game more than we've been doing the past couple weeks. And when we implement the running game, stuff like this happens. This is playoff football now. What teams win majority of times doing playoff football? Teams that can run the ball. Teams that are committed to running the ball. That's teams that usually, not all the time, will make at least a good playoff push. And the Eagles have that in their back pocket. Usually they come out trying to throw the ball a lot and run second. And when I say second, I mean like in the second half when they try to run. This game, they've came out throwing first for the first little couple plays, and after that they went to the run game. And ever since then, that is what they did. Now, I don't want to see Jalen run them as much as he does. Now, when it's just a bad, broken up passing play and he runs, that's different. But I don't want to see design running play for Jalen as much. Use the running backs more. Use it more. Sanders finally got 21 toes. I can't tell you the last time Miles Sanders got close to 21 toes. He usually either gets hurt, or they just randomly put in Gainwell and Scott in place of him. I don't know why it's been like that, but hey, we need to use Sanders more. We need to. He's a great running back, and I've said this in my live stream too. If y'all ever come by and watch, I always said that Sanders is a good back, but I think he'll be better on a different team, a team that actually wants to use the running game. If the Eagles stick to using him, oh yeah, he'll be a top back. At least I'll say about a top 10. Right now, he's probably like the top 15-ish back, 14, 13, somewhere in that range. If he was on a team that actually used the running back more, yes, he'll be about top 10. And now, let's go over the receivers real quick. Devontae Smith, he got 4 for 50. A.J. Brown, 4 for 46. Quez, 3 for 35. Sanders, 3 for 17. All right, we're about good there. Devontae Smith, he has been eating a lot lately. There have been games where he hasn't got no targets, no love, no catches. The past 2 games, he's getting a lot of work. A.J. Brown. I've been saying this for a while. I said this last week. I think something was wrong with him. And then we got news that he's been throwing up a lot lately. He lost some weight. Blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that has been going on with him. So that kind of shows why he's a little bit more timid with the football and why he's fumbling. Because A.J. Brown, this is a big guy. This guy, he's big. When he catch the ball, you expect him to, boom, go hit somebody. He's looking for contact. But the past 2 weeks, he catches the ball and he's like, trying to brace up and stuff like that. And he shows that he's not himself. And when you're not yourself, you're lacking in another place. And that is ball security, where he's been lacking it. Because that game, the Eagles were about to blow the gates wide open on that drive. And then A.J. Brown catches it. He gets a little timid again, fumbles, and they take it all the way down. They end up scoring a touchdown on that drive. And that made it end up being a game again because Eagles about to take a 14, well, at least a 2-possession lead. They were about to take a 2-possession lead at that point in time. And then here you go. They make a play. Eagles got to fight back yet again. Defense in a bad situation. Now, when it does come to the defensive side of the game, um, Aaron Rodgers, they held him in check. Aaron Rodgers was only 11 for 16 for 140 yards. Didn't do too much. They pretty much held in one of the running backs, Aaron Jones, 12 for 43. A.J. Dillon, 8 for 64. He was the better running back for the night. Now, I know everybody's getting on to Jonathan Gannon and Jonathan Gannon needs to be fired, blah, 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 blah. How you let the Packers get 33 points. Would you, and when you actually go back and watch the game, watch the special teams. They're the bigger problem. The Packers never had started the possession at the 25 or so. Every possession pretty much was released by the 40 or so. So defense already in short, like the backs against the wall already, and that's the whole game. Special teams are a problem. I mean, every time we kick the football to the guy. He just took it to the 40 every single time. Every time. It was bad to watch. The special teams the problem. The special teams coach, he really needs to get looked at because these guys are not prepared. Either they don't know, they don't have the motivation, or they're just not really trying. I don't know what it is, but they're just not doing their thing. Like, but another thing too, with the defense, Garner Johnson, he has a kidney issue. He gonna be missing a couple of weeks. I'm just glad it's not gonna be for the rest of the year. Now the Blankenship kid, hey, my God, how you gonna be? You're filling in some big shoes. Garner Johnson had the most interceptions in the whole NFL right now. He is playing lights out, and this kid here, Blankenship, comes in and intercepts Aaron Rodgers. When that happened, I'm like, oh my God, because you're safety. You're the last resort. You have to really trust and feel your eyes. Believe in yourself to make any type of jumping in front of a receiver. And that's what he did. He trusted himself. He jumped the ball and got an interception, made a big play in the game. Amazing play in the game. I was listening to Seth Garner and some other people as well that that do like Eagles talk and whatnot. And what he was saying pretty much is along the lines of, I think it was him. Don't get me wrong if I got the wrong person, but when you're making a play like this, a lot of guys that are not like say starters, what they'll do is they'll play it safe. They'll just let the receiver catch the ball in front of him, make the tackle. Again, this guy, he trusts his eyes, trusts his instincts, and he said, screw it, I'm going to make a play on this ball. And that's what he did, and it worked out perfect. Now, he did mess up whenever that one guy, Watson, caught the ball for Love, and they took it to the grip. Because, was it Watson? Watson's fast. That boy can't move. And he misplaced or he mislooked at the speed of the guy. Angle was horrible. Touchdown. So there's things that he has to work on. But again, he wasn't game plan to start. And now he gets a full week. Now he can learn a little bit better now. And we just wait for Garner Johnson to get back. But I want to talk a little bit too before I do get off. Jordan Love. This man, he played. Now, it could have been the terrible defense, Jonathan Gannon, playing a soft zone coverage, sit everybody back defense. I mean, Jordan Love came in and he was 6 for 9 for 113 yards and one touchdown. Now, one of them was the big play to Watson, but still, Gannon. Like, the game wasn't out of reach. We wasn't winning the game by a crap ton at that point. It was a game. And you can't just come back and play soft coverage. The game is not over. That's my only gripe about Johnny Gannon about this game, really. Fletcher Cox looked amazing. TJ Edwards had some good plays as well. So, Reddick, I think he got in a little bit too. I watched Joseph a little bit. Joseph, he was making plays again. Him and Sue. They're going to get better each week, each and every week. We're just waiting for Jordan Davis to get back. These two guys hold it down. When Jordan Davis get back, oh my gosh, I don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be insane. But, yep, Eagles won. 33-40. That put the Eagles at 10-1. 10-1, guys. 10-1. And I also listen to other podcasts. I think the with Ruben Frank, his podcast. But every time the Eagles go 10-1, they make it to the Super Bowl. Every time. Is this gonna be a year, or is it gonna be one of the years where it just I went 10-1, but they couldn't do it? This team has a lot of potential. A lot of people would like to get on Jonathan Gannon, but have you watched the other defenses? A lot of defense gives up way more points. A lot of teams look worse than the Eagles. The only team that might look pretty compatible, I was at 49ers, but they still have their own issues, and the Chiefs. Hey, this team's in a good spot. This team isn't perfect. Man, what team you guys be perfect? But only thing you gotta do is don't outcoach themselves. Stay to their game, keep making plays, and the Eagles will make a run. We got to get these guys healthy again. Like I said, Jordan Davis, Garner Johnson. So just keep making the plays. We got Big Derrick Henry coming up. I'm making that video pretty soon. But all right, guys. Like I said, flying with Mike up out of here. Hey, thanks for swinging on by. Hey, be sure hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, don't forget join the live stream. But, all right, guys. Y'all take care and be easy. Fly good fly. Later, guys.